The ocean liner, for its time, is the largest passenger vessel afloat, and the only way to travel the world. Loved by many for their size, speed, and luxury, taking many during their voyages as a floating city. This is the Grand Liners.
The R.M.S. Lusitania's story starts with her owner, Cunard Line, and the British Admiralty. German shipping lines like Hamburg America Line and North German Lloyd were Cunard's biggest competitors, with ships like the Kaiser Wilhelm de Gross, who captured the Blue Ribbon from Cunard's Campania in 1897. The Cunard Line decided to respond with 2 new ocean greyhounds, with the assistance of the British Admiralty, of course, to build 2 new ships on the basis that it could be repurposed into warships. A keel was laid down on August 17, 1906 as yard number 367, and from there construction began. This ship would be called Lusitania. The ship was launched on June 7, 1906. At the time, she was the largest ship ever built. After completion, she began her sea trials on July 27, 1907, with expectations met despite an issue with her propellers and motor causing a rattling vibration. Though it would somewhat diminish, the issue was never fully fixed and she would deal with it for the rest of her entire career. Lusitania's maiden voyage would commence on September 7, 1907 with a crowd of over 200,000 to watch. As she departed at 9 p.m. bound for New York with a stop at Queenstown. She arrived 5 days 54 minutes and 30 minutes shy of Kaiser Wilhelm II. On her second eastbound voyage, she won the Blue Ribbon after arriving 4 days, 19 hours, and 53 minutes. Two months after her maiden voyage, her sister ship Mauretania entered service and took the Blue Ribbon. The Lusitania briefly recovered it in July of that year. Mauretania recaptured the Blue Ribbon in the same month, retaining it until 1929. On January 10, 1910, just 2 days into a voyage, Lusitania was caught in a severe storm when she encountered a rogue wave around 75 feet high. The wave rolled over her bow and hit the bridge. The forecastle deck was damaged, the bridge windows were smashed, the bridge was shifted a couple inches aft, and the deck and bridge were given a permanent depression of a few inches. One person was injured, and Lusitania continued on as normal, arriving a few hours late in New York. In 1911, the White Star Line responded with new liners of their own, the Olympic and Titanic. They were now the largest and most luxurious ships now built, being over 100 feet longer. That year, Olympic completed her maiden voyage, but tragically Titanic was lost after colliding with an iceberg on her maiden voyage in 1912. Following the sinking, liners were now required to carry more lifeboats, so in 1913, Lusitania was refitted again for the new requirements. Lusitania and Mauretania's career remained well, with a third ship of Cunard's, Aquitania, and her construction began in 1914. But sadly, it was all about to change forever. Following the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria in July 1914, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, backed by their ally Germany. After Russia's mobilization in Serbia's defense, Germany declared war on Russia and France, who had been in an alliance. At first, Britain didn't join, but following Germany's invasion of Belgium, Britain declared war on August 4th, 1914. On a return voyage, Lusitania received the news that Britain was in the war. Following the declaration of war, many ships were called into war service. Ironically enough, the Lusitania and Mauretania were designed with the intention of being used as warships. Instead of going into service as a warship, Lusitania remained in passenger service as a vital sea link between the US and Britain, while others were used as troop ships. As the war continued, Germany declared the seas around Britain to be war zones and warned that any Allied vessel would be sunk, even unarmed merchant ships. The Imperial German Embassy sent warnings to the US newspapers about travel to the UK, some being posted alongside the adverts for Lusitania. On May 1st, 1915, Lusitania, now with black painted funnels and captained by William Turner, departed from Pier 54 in New York at 12:20 p.m. on her 202nd voyage. Unbeknownst to many, this would be in fact her final voyage. On May 7th, the Lusitania, 20 miles off the Irish coast, was spotted by the U-20 submarine, which fired a single torpedo at the Lusitania. At 2:10 p.m., the torpedo hit the Lusitania on her starboard side just below the bridge. just 18 minutes, she was gone, along with 1,197 of the 1,960 aboard, 120 of them Americans. This would contribute to the U.S. entry into World War I. Conspiracies and news around the sinking emerged, some stating the ship was carrying ammunition for the British. She was left without an escort to be sunk so the Americans could join the war. Nonetheless, the Lusitania, like Titanic, is mostly remembered for her timely demise, but among ship and ocean liner enthusiasts, her full story as one of Cunard's Greyhounds is remembered.